どうも、の下でいいです。やっていきましょうか。ウィリアム物語ね。前回は前半戦終わったところで終わったんですけども。なんとか前半戦3割でゴールできました。でも、9打席ぐらいノーヒットだったはずなんで。そこからっすね。頑張っていきましょう。やろうか。はい、後半戦開幕。3番セカンド。よし。しかも全米放送っていう。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets the call on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Stepping up now, Tony William. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away.
William. Hey, let her rip one time.
And the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. He'll get it into second, and he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Granby.
Full count still. William stands at second with 2 gone. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. At the plate, Tony William. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's one away. Ready for another shot now. Tony William, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
William. Here we go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And no one can corral that one. Base hit. The runner scores from second. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down.
Yes.
Into the box now, Franmil Reyes. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, a double play. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
A.J. Reed.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So striding forward now, Sean Murphy, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Catcher, Sean Murphy.
The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Tampa Bay leads this one 2-0. Digging in, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Tony William.
Your turn right here. Drive him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard to the right. Foul. So far this year against Southpaws, William is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless. Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Tampa Bay Rays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jordan Yamamoto gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network.
あるらしいですね。なんか坂本コンバート。
Luis Castillo will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
ライトか一塁？一塁じゃない。
Digging in now, Tony William, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
ライトだな。
Tony William.
Make it come to you.
From the stretch. First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now.
The throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
ライトか一塁か。
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
あ、もしかしてあの人って併殺も打てる人ですかね。セカンドです。
Digging in for his second at bat, William. He reached on a single in his first try.
セカンドの守備の時に恋ラッキーしてなかったっけ、どっかの試合で。
Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Into the corner and slicing foul.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
The 0-2 once more.
No.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Hey, drive it. Here we go.
The 1-2. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez. A bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do.
Now in the box, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Striding in once again, Sean Murphy. And their runners at the corners now.
Murphy.
This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. And he is in there.
マジかよ。悪送球じゃん、サードの。
And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face.
お、いらっしゃい。
Now at the plate, Tony William.
Now batting, second baseman, Tony
It's gone!
Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So digging in now, Nick Madrigal. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-1 home. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. Adames picks it up, a step on second for the force, and that'll do it.
Hey now, Byron.
At the plate, Tony William. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Hey, drive those guys in. Here we go.
Now the 0-1. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he fouls this one off.
See it, drive it. Let's go, kid.
And another foul ball. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball on the show is next.
それもある。驚異の中島軸。
Riley O'Brien will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Batting third.
Up next for the Rays, Tony William. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Come on, baby. Right now.
Has a look, now the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Smith has logged upwards of 1,400 innings pitched so far in his career. And over those innings, he's collected over 15. Oh, look at the sliding stop to second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes. Fouled away.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
He's running again. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Alston is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Rays strand just the... Stepping up to the plate, Nick Madrigal. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And that's the second out. Settling in now, Miguel Andujar.
The batter, the third baseman, Miguel.
3 runs already home here. Ball to second. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, but it was a big one. The home.
We're back now as the Rays are preparing for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning, and this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive it rough.
So striding in, Tony William.
3割超えが2人もいるもんな。もう1人いるんだけどね、3割バッター。
First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Get your pitch, huh?
The 1-0.
うん。
D-Ride.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Hit hard down the line.
Sado!
A dive, but
弾いている。
it's off
これは
his
ヒットだ。
glove. And they
よっ
are
しゃ。
not going to get him at first.
最高。
He's aboard
ヒット
easily.
はヒットです。
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that
Pretty
pitch. He
neat,
might have been
Florida.
fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and
性格悪い。
scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Now to the plate, Frenmel Reyes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Basabe is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. White Sox on top, 4-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Luis Basabe, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. A bouncer to the left side. To second for 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Digging in, Tony William, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Tony.
First pitch coming, here it is. Three runs, 6 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Benjamin tossed a little over 85 innings so far and sports a respectable ERA just under 3.50.
Hey, come on now. One time. Right here.
The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 1-2.
Ball.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Madrigal. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Ready for another chance? Tony William. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Now the 1-0.
No.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
Fouled off. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. On a line to shortstop.
鋭い当たり。
Stepping in, Tony William, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Trying to hold the lead, here's the delivery. 0-1 the count. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
Come on, big guy. See it. Drive it right here.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
Ball. 2-2.
Hey, see it. Perfect. There you go. And one time, right now, kid. Here we go.
Full count.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. So stepping in, Tony William is 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Now here's the pitch. Had him hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
3-1 to him now. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey, get your pitch. Stay through it. Let's go. Drive it.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now.
Hey, have a rip right up there now, huh?
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Basabe is there, 2 gone. And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. The Chicago White Sox.
また変えるか。
Sheffield.
Yo le llamo la reina del party. Ella lo torquea como Cari. Ella le dice que sea la mari. Le gusta cuando freno en el Ferrari. Bailoteo, 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 bailoteo. Bailoteo, 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 bailoteo. Esta noche bailoteo. Otro pericotoneo. Si salimos guerra roja, así que esto se puso feo. Mami, si tú quieres me calienta.
あ、いいね。
Bailoteo, bailoteo, bailoteo.
ワンダーフランクのフォームもある。いいのないかな。あったわ。 あ、ポランコの方もあった。どれにしよっかな。
But she rockin' bomb, yeah. Hey. Y que no pare, que con mi gente ando de pare. Hoy día no nos frena nadie, así que ahora mejor salte, no pare. Hey. Go ahead, girl, what you breaking on, yeah. Long hair girl with Celine on, yeah. She ain't got a job, but she rockin' bomb, yeah. I don't want a little bit, I want the whole thing. One of one, Mike and Mary Jeans, oh yeah. Why's hating on me, oh yeah. Don't you make it hot, don't make a scene, oh yeah. In the cut with the pump, hit his bean, oh yeah. Like a lick, but I'm not one. Get in the cut with it. One up top, hit his top, one up top, hit his top, Just let me know if it's a problem. Bobby, I make it hot, boy. I was really on the block, and now they see me in the cut. Una vez de buen humor me escapé para el club. Encima dentro había amigos que eran de la cruz. Ahí como que todo se descontroló y terminé con menos plata que víctima Robin Hood. Y ay, te juro que no me di cuenta. Ay, ahora como vuelvo pa' casa, solo me quedó agua en el bolsillo. Era una moneda para el casino. Ahí comprendí que era mi destino. Solo tenías un tiro y aposté al 23. Entonces todo me robé. ¿Qué me va a decir usted? Like a lick, but I'm not one. Get in the cut with it. One up top, hit his top. One up top, hit his top. Just let me know if it's a problem. Bobby, I make it hot, boy. I was really on the block, and now they see me on the top.
100, this a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounce. If a chick with me, she like big house. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a sicker rich, the clothes off. Pull her to the flame with my doze off. Try to count a million and I dozed off. And I got my fingers in the air. Yeah. Hanging with Paul Bear. Yeah. Turn you to lawn care. Rex in my Montclair. Yeah. This just a small shell. Hold up, make sure it's all there. I go to sleep in designer. Psych. I go to sleep in. Yikes, telling it honor a lot, right? Soon as I left, I got right. This is precision and detail. See, life is a beach, seashell. I sold the bags for retail. I'm from the block, no email. Walked out of Louis looking like a virgin discount. If it ain't 100, this a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounce. If a chick with me, she like big houses. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a sicker rich, the clothes off.
I'm cool, yo. I'm starting to think no one told y'all. Designing my clothes, dog. How much you think my coat costs? I'm spitting like Mozart. This till I gotta flip Noah's Ark. New Lamborghini, the doze off. Fell asleep in the doze off. Get it? My diamonds and stones water. ITD like Coach Carter. Ain't talking about no soda. Girl with me want some products. I pull her on turning head. I close the curtain while she turn her nose. This off white. I be rocking virgin clothes. Walked out of Louis looking like a virgin discount. If it ain't 100, this a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounce. If a chick with me, she like big houses. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a sicker rich, the clothes off.
Good song never dies. It just reminds you of where you were the first time it made you cry, the first time you felt alive. No good song never. No good song never. The first time they made you cry, the first time you felt alive. No good song never. There was a moment, a hole opened in the sky. A chance to join their pantheon. For all the times they never heard your battle cry. Now even angels sing along. 'Cause a good song never dies. It just reminds you of where you were the first time it made you cry, the first time you felt alive. No good song never dies. Like a lover who won't
under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Brendan McKay gets the ball for the Rays in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every once in a while, you're going to have a clunker, and this guy had one in his last one. Gave up 10 hits in his last start. That's not an easy thing to do, and he certainly hoped to turn things around in this one.
Play ball 3. He's out. Out. That's ball 4.
Stepping into the box, Tony William. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
We've seen some pretty good second basemen in the history of baseball. Joe Morgan, Ryan Sandberg, Jeff Kent, some guys that... and hit the ball, the ballpark, and this guy fits right into that billing too. A slick fielding second baseman with a lot of thunder in his bat.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Let's play ball.
Ready now, Tony William.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Yep, that ball went out.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is a swinging strike on the slider.
1-2.
Keep driving. Let's go, kid.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Nope.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
The 3-2 pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in.
Reyes.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. William, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get it. Now batting, Tony William. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gun.
Tony William.
Here we go.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
A ball and a strike now.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
The 1-1 home. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Adames is on his way home. The relay, and he's in there with a two-run triple.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. They've got two already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with two strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the right fielder, Jorge Bonifacio.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Throw goes to third, and he nails him at third. Great. Digging in and looking for more. Tony William, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hansen tossed a little over 85 innings so far, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. Count is 1-2 now.
Hey, let's go, big fella. He's right here.
Has a look, now the pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Hit sharply on the ground, right to him, and that's out number 1. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Andrew Velasquez. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this game. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Tampa Bay Rays took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Brendan McKay earned his 9th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Blake Snell will be the starter for the Rays in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. My opinion, the best stuff from the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the now.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. And there's one gone to start the night. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tony Williams. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish. Interesting pitch selection right there. In off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. And the inning is. Stepping in, Michael Tolia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Michael.
Runner goes for second. Smoke toward third. And there's one away. Into the box now, Tony Williams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Kingery will wait on it, and there's the second out of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Andrew Velasquez.
Number 88.
0-1, here it comes. This is on the ground to short, could be 2. There's one on to first, and they get the double play. Striding into the box, Tony Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. As we put up our team leaderboard, you can see it there. He's now up to 25 on the year. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Fran Moreyes. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Two and one.
1 strike.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And it's fouled away. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Now batting, right fielder, Jorge.
And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And the runner's coming home. Is taken but called strike 3 as he might have. Ready now for Baltimore, Sheldon Noisy.
Now batting, the third baseman, Sheldon.
Now, attempt here as he gets this one down. One there.
Out.
On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Now at the plate, Tony Williams. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner. Coming to the plate now, Tony Williams. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Tony Williams.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Now the pitch.
Hey, come on now, one time right here. Hey. Drive it deep. Here we go, baby.
A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and there were 2 down. And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Baltimore used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball, and it starts right now. Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets the call on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Elvis Ramiro, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
Boy, this is a really good hitter, but he's desperately been struggling recently at the plate. His average is still good, but it's dropping fast. He needs a quick turn.
Here's a high pop-up. William has a play, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. O's nothing. Tampa. Into the box, Tony William. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
Yeah, and he's the guy who drives the bus on this team, leading the team in that home run department, and he's really been the guy they look to drive it out of the yard.
Yeah, normally there are 2 or 3 guys in every lineup that you want to proceed with caution. This big home run hitter, he's the guy in this lineup you need to be very, very careful with.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker.
The left fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Popped him up. William is right there. As he puts this one away, the side is retired.
We're back now as the Rays are preparing for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning, and this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive it.
Digging in, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
1-1 the count. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Franmil Reyes.
32,
Runner goes in there. Now the throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
In now for the O's, Connor Wong.
Now batting, the catcher, Connor Wong.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not.
Standing in, Tony William.
The second baseman, Tony.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. It's a short. Kingery's there to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Johan Camargo. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. And there's out number 2. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tony William. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Oh.
And another foul ball.
Let him rip right here. Let's go.
Another try at 2-2. Sharply ball back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Strike taken, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, your turn right there. It's on the road. Let's go. Drive him in.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Standing in, Jazz Chisholm. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
The 1-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through into left. William heads for the plate. And the winning run is across to score.
Well, that at bat shows clearer than anything that some guys, they have that clutch gene and some guys just don't. He brings home the winning run from second and is being absolutely mobbed by his teammates. What a finish!
快速飛ばしてそのままホームイン。見事。
And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this time I think it's well deserved. They needed him in some tough situations, and he passed every test.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
イーズ戦。アスレチックス戦ですね。アスレチックスのことをね、エーズっていう人も多いですね。
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the opener of this three-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland A's. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Taijuan Walker gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Play ball 3.
In now, Tony William. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play.
William. Stay hot up there. Come on, big dog, stay hot. Let's go.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hey!
And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Maddie, what I need to see out of this offense today.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Now at the plate, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Maddie. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's in.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Armenteros is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. Next up for the A's, J.D. Davis.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And that's hit on the ground towards second. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready once again, Lázaro Armenteros. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Aquino at third, Levine at second, Margot at first, 2 out in the inning. Line, but speared on a hop. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game. So that'll go into the books as an ease. Digging in once again, Tony William. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Margot's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rays strand a pair. They trail in this one 3-0. J.D. Davis the next at bat. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. This is hit not all that hard out to second. Fielded cleanly, and indeed he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. So 2 are gone now in the Oakland half of the 7th. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. and gets this one down. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits. Now at the plate, Tony William.
Tony William.
Pitch on the way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And no one will track it down. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And it's fouled away.
Put a good swing on it. Here we go.
The 1-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Nunez has it, makes the throw to first, 2 down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Kepler.
And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. At the plate, Tony William, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Whaley has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff. Really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really 2 good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he fouls this one off. 3 runs already home here. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Swing and a miss has struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Oakland A's seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Daytime baseball. Max Fried is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, Dero. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
The 2-2. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Let her rip, let her rip. Hey, come on now.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Armenteros is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. So coming to the plate, Tony William, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat. Off the plate and low here, ball one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play. Coming to the plate now, Tony William, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Ball one to start the at-bat. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Let's go, big dog.
A ball and a strike.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Let it fly right
And
here.
it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, be patient. Stay back. Get your pitch. Let's go.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Clean. Up guy on deck, 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And the payoff pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Looking up is the right fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
25号スリーランホームラン。6試合ぶりのホーム
So
ラン。
it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, giving him an even 150 as they open it up to 6-2
それで
now.
通算150本塁打となりました。ホミン。
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Striding in, Tony William. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
Tony William.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Right, now make something happen for us.
Nope.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And that misses 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
A diving effort here as he gets the glove on it. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah. A one-run game, 6-5, the final today. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland A's. Could be a low-scoring affair with these two on the mound. First pitch is next. Zach Gallen, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
At the plate, Tony Williams. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
Yeah, Matt, what a year this guy's having. Hey, D-Row, this guy has more RBIs than anybody in the league.
He's having a monster season, Dan, and I can't help but fall in love with guys who just have that ability to drive in the big run. I can name you every guy on every team I played that had that knack for coming through in a big spot.
And Dan D-Row, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
3-0 to him now.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
2 out, nobody on.
Now, big dog, get your pitch.
Down the left field line and deep. And they can't run it down. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. 2 out with the man at first. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Strike called, now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pick.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Tampa, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Striding in for Oakland, Grant Levine, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Roll it up.
This is hit not all that hard out to second. Right to him. There's one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping up now, Tony Williams. He's 2 for 10 in the series coming into today. He's set. Here it comes. Hit out to the second. Scooped up, clips it behind his back. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. One for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this.
We're back now as the A's are ready to bat in the third inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. And a big part of their success is, of course, their speed. They currently lead the league in both stolen bases and stolen base percentage. As one coach said, we've got speed to burn on this club, but it's very important to us that we're using it effectively and not running into outs when the time isn't right to swipe a bat. He went on to compliment the players for
So striding forward now, Tyler Wade.
さあ、先ほどのファインプレーのタイラー・ウェイド。
The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. Reined in. And there are two away now. Into the box now, Manuel Margot.
The center fielder.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Back up the, oh no, that got him. Thankfully he's able to recover and he gets the second out at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Digging in, Tony William.
The second baseman, Tony William.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, let's go, big fella. Need you right here.
Fastball swung on for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has.
満塁。さあ、満塁のチャ
Digging in
ン
now,
ス
Tony
カーレド・ジュニアか。
William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
High fly ball to straightaway center. Margot is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A's bullpen does it. Now in the box, Lázaro Armenteros, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Even though we're moving it back into this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Striding in once again, Tony William. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right there.
And now a pitch on the way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The pitch.
3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together. And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Rays.
4タコ。レイズはアストロズ戦か。打率が下がってきちゃいました。2割9分6厘。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. It's Astros Baseball on the Show. Next. Rogelio Armenteros gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Batting third.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tony William, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Popped up. Terang is there for it. And that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. Now last half of the second set to go, and standing in is the DH, Jose Marmolejos. She's away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And that's the first out. Now at the plate, Tony William.
The second baseman, Tony William.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
Hey, let it rip. 1 time.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here we go.
Swing and a little dribble to center. And the Rays are in the hit column. So he'll reach base with 1 out here in the 4th, and with that, let's check out the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
The right fielder, number 32.
He's running. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
And there's a cool milestone for him on the career punch-out number 1,000.
You know, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but he's joining an elite group of pitchers smaller than you might think. Only about 500 pitchers in the history of the game have recorded 1,000 strikeouts in their career, so he's got to feel pretty good about that.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jazz Chisholm, runner in scoring position with two gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Hey, come on, big dog, pitch. Nobody's better.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. Back-to-back. So digging in now, Tony William. He singled his last time up. Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down. Next up for the Stros, Jack Mayfield. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Second baseman.
Down to short. This could be 2. Adames scoops it up to second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Tony William, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Clutch up for us here.
From the stretch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. Van Meter leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Going better up there. Here we go.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Still 2-2. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Here we go. No one better.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Payoff pitch one more time. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch on its way. Lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the second run will come across the score as they take the lead here 4-2.
Boy, that's a huge base hit right there, Dewar. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pick.
Ready for another shot now, Tony William.
Tony.
Hey, right guy, no one
William.
Hey, come on, big guy. I need you right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. No one out with a runner at second. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
The right fielder, number 6, Bradley.
Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall...
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Tampa Bay get their 30th win on the road so far this season. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. Astros baseball starts right now. Forrest Whitley is on the mound for Houston in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Up next for the Rays, Tony William. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
Here's the first pitch to him. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony William, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
William.
First offering on its way.
1-0.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Let's go, kid. One time, right here. Make for a good one.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Straw is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. At the plate, Tony William. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Tony Williams.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off
That's the
1-0.
ball.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Not close. It's 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 3-0 offering.
Oh.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Full count now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Wheel is camped under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning. Stepping up to the plate, Xander Wheel. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Xander Wheel.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Adames brings it in. Bare-handed for one. On the first, and they turn the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Striding in for Houston, Bryce Terang, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the... Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Scooped up, and there's one down now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. So striding in, Carlos Correa.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Hard hit ball to second, fielded cleanly, and that's the second out. Settling in now, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
1-0.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Strike.
And he goes the other way as this is high and deep out to straightaway left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. So with 7 runs allowed already, it's been another dismal outing from this pitching staff as you take a look there at the list of clubs with the highest team ERA. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. Now to the plate, Tony William.
Now batter, second baseman, Tony Williams.
First pitch on its way.
Wait for a good one, huh?
Ball.
Bases are empty here, nobody out.
1-1.
That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Nope. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I love these grinder at bats right here. kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Another payoff pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down.
Okay, somebody's got to figure it out. Either the pitcher make a nasty pitch, or this hitter's got to put something in play, because the guys up in the booth are getting tired. We're going to need a cup of coffee after this, AB.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for a base hit. William isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Rays took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end.
For the victorious Rays.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball, and it's next on the show. Lance McCullers starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Hey, needs you right here. One time. Let's go.
First delivery to him on the way. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
No real chance for him to roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Runner for second. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rays strand just the one. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony William comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Oh.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Hey, looking for yours now. Come on, kid. Hey, come on now. One time. Right here.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count. Up 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Digging in, Tony William. He flew out in his last at bat.
Tony.
Let it fly. Let's go. Trust your stuff right here. Let it fly.
First offering on its way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Hey, like you can up there, kid, huh?
Ball.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And he misses again, ball 3.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. And the runner back safely. And another throw over. And he'll dive back in. And again, a throw over. Runner back safely. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. Outside, 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Pitch right here. Come on now.
Has a look, now the pitch. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jazz Chisholm. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Here we go. Hey, let it fly right here.
Fastball well outside. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. First and second now, one man out.
Let her rip, let her rip.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not.
Ready for another chance? Dominic Smith for his career in this matchup. He's gone 2 for 6. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground and right at the shifted infielder. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something.
So stepping in, Alex Bregman, a hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. He's right there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes it.
Stepping in, Tony William. He's set and the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
3-0 to him now.
Get your pitch.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Jazz Chisholm, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men. Ready now, Tony William. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
2-1's the count.
Off. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential time. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Hit out towards second. Reined in. There's 1. Back to first. A double play. And with that, the ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the 9th, but that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all.
3番セカンド。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Riley O'Brien will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
3.
Stepping in for the Jays, Sam Hilliard, 1 for 3 back on Wednesday.
Sam Hilliard.
Right here, guys.
Comes set, the 0-1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. He's got it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tony Williams, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 0-1 on its way. Down and away, ball 1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heater.
This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. We've played an inning, still nothing. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tony Williams, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lifted the other way to left center. Back goes Grisham. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Stepping in, Tony Williams, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Tony Williams.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Outside. That's
close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. With runners in scoring position this season, Williams is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Now, you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 26 for him on the season. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Next to bat for Toronto, Nicky Lopez. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Lopez.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up, 1 there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Ready to take his hacks again, Tony William, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry. There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 7-5 tonight's final. The Toronto Blue Jays led this game from the third inning on and never wavered.
Final line score this afternoon. First for the big one.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball comes your way next. Brendan McKay will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Into the box now, Tony William. He went deep in the contest last night.
Tony William.
First offering on its way. And that misses low and away, ball one. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 1-1 home.
The count is 2-1.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E train at time. It's like, hey, you're going to give me that insight.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Runner at second here with one man out.
Let's go, big fella. This is right here.
Looked like the fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
At the plate, Tony William, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The count now at 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Back goes Grisham. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Now batting, Nicky Lopez.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Tony
さあ
Williams.
チャンスの場面。
Second baseman, Tony Williams.
On its way is pitch number 75.
Oh.
Exercise.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind an account with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
He's set, and the 3-0 offering.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Come on, big guy.
From the belt, the pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Peterson looks up. Gone!
逆転のスリーランホームラン。滞空時間の長いスリーランホームランとなりました。
Blast to straightaway left, and that is 27 for him on the year as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is that sort. I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Josh Naylor. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Naylor.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but 1 ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Tony Williams will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Come on, big guy.
And that's a base hit into center field.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Digging in the switch hitter, Adley Rutschman had a sac fly earlier. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch.
Hard ball.
Come on, baby. Hit it. Yeah, you can do it. No one better. Start it up.
Look out, 1-1.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Your pitch, drive it right now. Hey, run a lip up there. Let's go.
The set and the 1-1. And he pops him up, and this should get him out of it. Tellez is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases low. So striding in, Sam Hilliard, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here comes the 1. Hit back up the middle. Adames picks it up to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
We don't get to see the glove toss enough, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Digging in and looking for more, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 to him now.
まあ明日はね、ジャンタマやろうかなって思ってる。
3 balls, no strikes. Liner toward right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. And the runner will score from second. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Striding into the box, Frenlo Reyes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen.
No one better up there.
Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Here's Jurickson Profar. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Jurickson Profar.
Here now the 2-2. Gonna be a drag bunt. He gets it down. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
7-4 the final finish today. The Rays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Brendan McKay hangs win number 11 on his line. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball is next. Blake Snell gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. My opinion, the best stuff from the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. slapped hard the opposite way. But this is right to him and left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. So they go down without a whimper here. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Toronto ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And set to go is the second baseman, Tony William. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Now the 1-0.
2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Count even at 2-2.
Let her rip. Here we go.
Now a hard liner towards short, but this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
レフトライナー、ショートライナー。
Stepping into the box, Trent Grisham. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box, Tony William, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Tony William.
Let's go, kid. Here we go.
First delivery to him on the way. Woods Richardson has logged upwards of 75 innings pitched, and he's worked to exactly a 1.30 whip over those innings, so he's right around the major league average in that regard. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beat with it. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes.
The right fielder, Gandhi Reyes.
Here's the 1-1. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. The 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Curveball grounded towards second. He's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Thomas Pannone comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Jazz Chisholm will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away.
Chisholm.
One time right now.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1 left for Tampa. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in, Tony William, and their runners at the corners now.
Tony William.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch popped him up. Riley is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Here's Jurickson Profar. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however.
Let's turn it now. Come on.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Tony Williams. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ball 2 now.
No strike.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Hey, hit me a seed right here. Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
The 3-1 pitch. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. The winning run is at first base.
Let's
up. Got him in right here. Here you go.
Here you go. Let it fly.
Now a swing and a drive to center field. Back is the center fielder. Did he get enough of it? He did. Ball game over. 2-run shot to straightaway center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
宇宙間スタンドに突き刺さっていきました。レイズサヨナラ。
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
The final line score.
やっと返信できた。あ、このヤンキースの3連戦で終わりますかね、今日は。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Two of the best starters around do battle next. Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets the call on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Standing in, Tony William. He's always a long ball threat, currently fourth in the American League in that department.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out to second. Reined in. And there's out number 2.
Let's play ball. Out. He's out.
Coming to the plate now, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Now the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it.
Into the box, Tony William, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Van Meter on third with 2 out. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
Here you go. Let it fly.
Has a look, now the pitch. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Trump finds it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Yankees are out in front. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Estevan Benitez.
Estevan Benitez.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in now for the Yankees, Vance Vizcaino. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Vizcaino.
On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Standing in, Tony William 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
0-1 the count.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Four runs, 11 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
And count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's live.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel.
In now, Tony William starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And it's quickly 0-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
The count now at 2-2. Now the pitch. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Racing back the left fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 28 on the season. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now. He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
11-8, the final score in this ball game. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Luis Castillo is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Ian Happ.
To the right side. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Tony William. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Real job.
Hey, one pitch, one spot.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball one, no
And as
play.
the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Fastball well outside. Pitch popped up. Olsen waits on it. 2 down. So stepping in, Tyler Callahan, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the 1-1. Second. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tony Williams.
Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Trump over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Tony Williams. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Tony Williams.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Got that pitch, huh? Here you go.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. Now here it comes. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Boy, it's time to make a good pitch right here. You never want to walk the leadoff hitter, particularly when you look on the on-deck circle and you see a guy that has a lot of pop in his bat.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Garrett Cole takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Garrett Cole.
Franmil Reyes will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Adames hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Center fielder giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He pulls into third safely as a run will score on the play as well. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the second baseman, Tony William. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Hey, come on now, big dog, get your pitch.
Cole's ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
Come on, big guy, hey now.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Down the third baseline. Great play to Spirit. He is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Rays hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Luis Castillo gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Davy Garcia permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Brian Abreu gets a 4-out save, his first of the year. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Riley O'Brien will be the starter for the Rays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
At the plate, Tony William, 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Fuentes in foul ground, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Out towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the 2nd. So coming to the plate, Tony William. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. So he'll reach base with one out here in the fourth, and with that, let's check out the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that
これ
department.
3人ですね。最多安打争いです。3人に絞られたか。いや、これまだわかんないね。全員。
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie.
Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The 2-2. Right side. And that is into right field, the base hit. He'll come home with it. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now.
Boy, big game yesterday from these guys, D-Roll. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same pitch.
Next for New York, Anthony Volpe. No hits to this point.
Anthony Volpe.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in once again, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
William.
First delivery to him on the way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in to try it again, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Let her rip, let her rip.
打つか。いや、打ちていけどな。
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. The 1-0. Two and one.
2-1.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. Two and two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3 and 2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Here we go, kid.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there on the first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning. You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road.
はい、じゃあ今日は終わりますかね、今日は。明日もできたらやる。明日かな、明後日またやりましょう。
Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill sets.
はい、じゃあ成績確認します。さあ、115試合まで来ました。打率がちょうど3割、ホームラン28本、打点108、34盗塁。出率3割5分9厘、長打率5割5分。OPS が909。ちなみにですが、フォアボール41個。三振77。成功率が6割5分4厘。一作1。で、大野は 6.2 ですね。さあ、今季久しぶりに3割打って、シーズン終えたいところなんで、終えたいですね。まあ、今後も、やっていきたいと思いますね。よかったら、見てくださると嬉しいです。ということで、今日はここまで。最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。よろしければチャンネル登録、ツイッターフォローよろしくお願いします。というわけで、お疲れさんでーす。明日は朝から麻雀配信でございます。